What is up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a match for you guys with the new King Cole deck against Soul Striker AOD. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to have some open commentary in the middle of our game, try to give you guys some information while we're playing, talk about stuff that's going through our heads while we're actually playing the game, see how this works out. Tim, say hi to the fans.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Tim's won the roll-off, and he's playing a Soul Striker Agents of Destruction variant, so this is going to be kind of interesting. Whenever you're set, Tim.
Sounds good. Will do. What kind of King Cole are you doing? Just straight control? Is that what you're going for here?
It's probably more control than anything else. King Cole's kind of hard to qualify because he's sort of mid-range and kind of control at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like you having a board. That's the that's the gist of it.
I feel you. So I'm going to go ahead and tap one for Hatchiyak, Vengeful Agent of Destruction. What basically I do is I discard that card and then I search my deck for the one-drop Bobbity that makes the whole engine work. So let me grab one of those. Bobbity, Overseer of Destruction. He's a 1K with Barrier, and he makes all of my Agents of Destruction cost one less and have no specified cost. So it's essentially a little multicolor splashing over here. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn.
Sure. So draw. I'm going to charge a spare field that I have in my hand that I don't need. So King Cole's kind of nifty in that when you play fields, you draw cards, you actually don't get it for swinging. So in some matchups, you don't have to attack to get advantage. So I'm going to pay one for Anticipate Onslaught. This does a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to use my leader's ability first to draw a card and take a life. Next, Onslaught draws me a card when it gets played. And then it lets me play a freezes army or clan that costs 2 or less. So I'm going to play Berry Blue for free. And Berry Blue is going to check the top 7. And I will get an Unstoppable Invasion. And then we're going to go lead to lead.
No negates.
Just 10.
I'll make it 15, combo 5 for Hatchiyak.
Sure. I'm going to pass the turn.
Okay, draw. Untap. Charge a Turles. And I'm going to go ahead and tap 2.
Okay.
No battle cards on the field, right?
Berry Blue. I have 1.
So then I'm going to go ahead and tap 2, Broly, Invincible Agent of Destruction, destroy the Berry Blue, and then it lets me check top 3 and take any card, and then I put the rest in discard.
Yep. Killing Berry Blue is really... Oh, go ahead, Tim.
Oh, I was going to say, so I'm expecting some shenanigans. So out of the 3 that I got, I'm going to take, let's say, the God Seal, expecting some crazy play around turn 4 or 5.
Okay, that's something. Him removing Berry Blue is important because Berry Blue is basically card advantage on a stick in this deck. So getting rid of it is a good call by him.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and swing leader to leader.
No negates.
Okay, auto, untap. And I'll keep it at 10.
Take.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and swing Broly at leader for 20k.
No negates.
20.
Take.
Okay, we'll pass the turn.
Okay. So, this is a pretty standard King Cole turn 2, and we're going to talk about this for just a second once I pick what I charge. So, King Cole has the same auto on his front side and his awakened side, where when you play a field, you draw a card. So the turn you awaken, you kind of want to play 2 fields on that turn, so you get both autos. And the best way to do that, we're going to start by paying 2. And we're going to play the new Unison for the deck. King Vegeta, Umbral Invader. Umbral Invader has a +1 to just play a field. So we're going to do exactly that. Uptick him to play a field and pick a new ruler. We're going to use King Cole's auto first. I will take a life and draw a card. And then we're going to use a new ruler, which looks at the top 3 and adds any mono green card. I'm going to add another copy of my Unison and put 2 more to the bottom. Now that I'm at 4, I'm going to awaken and untap 2. And just like that, I can now pay 1 and play a second field, which in this case will be a unstoppable invasion, which triggers his ability again and draws me a card. So just like that, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Pretty decent hand size out the gate.
Pretty good compared to my 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got an energy up for defense. This is kind of like an ideal what turn 2 looks like for Cold. Also, Invasion makes Cold a 25 double strike. And we're going to send that at right at your leader.
Okay, don't like that. So I'm going to go ahead and tap 1. A Garlic Jr. Negate the attack and search my deck for an Agent of Destruction.
So
2 or left. I'm sorry.
So I have a counterplay as well. Because I have a bunch of fields, I'm going to pay 1 now for Cooler Effortless Strike. Mm-hmm. You will get the negate, but Garlic Jr. goes to the drop instead, and you won't get to play out of your deck. Unfortunately, he has only 2 cards left in his hand, so he can't, or rather, I can't make him discard a card as well, but that's fine. So this attack was stopped. We're just going to go Effortless Strike to Broly.
No negates.
I got to combo something here to get rid of this. This kind of stings, but it is what it is. I'm going to go up to 25 here, because I don't have another 5k I want to throw away, and just draw a card. So that kind of sucks.
Okay. I'm definitely going to take that, because I don't want to lose what little advantage I have.
Yep. And then we're going to throw Unison at my opponent's leader.
No negates.
Just call it 15.
I'll take that.
Yep. And I'll pass the turn.
Okay.
And so at this point, it's just a matter, at least from my end, of keeping him pretty much honest and keeping his board clear. Which, with him having this hand size that he does, it shouldn't be too difficult.
Right. Yeah. Well... As you'll see, I always try to keep, as little cards in hand as possible anyway, just given that I got to tap 3, I got to play the Unison down to 2 now.
Okay.
And then Awaken, and then draw 2. Yep. See, that's the primary issue I've been seeing with Soul Striker, is that, like, you really have to find a good balance with your hand size, which is why you run some of these other cards. I'm going to go ahead and swing leader to leader so I can show you what I mean.
I'm going to say no negates.
Okay. So auto, untap 2, draw 1, and then I'll go ahead and combo to 20 with Great Ape Son Goku Saiyan.
I'm going to do another super combo because I don't like taking damage. Put a card on the bottom and draw 2, and we're just going to call it 25.
Okay. Realizing I forgot to put markers on my Unison, I'm going to uptick to 5 and draw a card with that, using its effect. I'm thinking. I'm going to swing the Unison at your leader.
No negates.
15.
Okay. I'm just going to use King Cold's ability to kill the Unison and go to 25. Unstoppable Invasion, when it dies, it takes a marker off your Unison, so it'll go down to 4.
I'm going to go ahead and tap 2. Warp Saiyan Instinct and draw 2.
Okay.
I will pass the turn after that.
Sure. And see, now I just get to do really cruel stuff because he's tapped out. I'm actually going to swap around my charges for that one. Sorry. New deck and new cards. I'm going to pay 3 because I have 3 fields in play and 1 in drop, so it's -2. And play Golden Frieza, which has deflect, so you can't God Seal it. I'm going to use the Unison's ability and play out another Unstoppable Invasion from my hand. That draws me a card for my leader and gives Cole double strike.
Okay.
I'm going to throw Frieza at your Unison.
Okay, so I don't like that, and we're on turn 3 here, so I'm gonna go ahead and pitch a card and baby Hatchiak.
Okay, so he's just going to baby hatch. I don't like baby hatch either, so I'm going to use Golden Frieza's ability to kill Unstoppable Invasion again, which will take a marker off of your Unison, so I can at least keep that pressure up a little bit. I'm going to kill baby hatch.
Okay.
And then you have what, 5 cards in hand?
Correct.
Card number 2, I get to pull a card out of his hand as well. And then...
So, 2.
Okay.
2. A boonie.
Boonsters.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate, but I still have some tricks up my sleeve, even with him going through with that. And keeping his Unison all the way down to 3 means that there's no way he can like put another one underneath it and hit me. So I feel pretty comfortable where I'm at. I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay. Sorry, I only went down to 4, going down to 3. There we go.
Sure.
Draw. Untap. Cards in hand?
9. 9 cards in hand.
9. Okay. I'll charge a blue, and then I'll, excuse me, I'll tap 4.
Okay.
For the glorious Milkman, Maricha, Brave Bruiser.
And he has Barrier. Okay.
Yes.
So I assume you want to use his ability?
Yes, but so no response, right? I
don't. He has Barrier. I can't.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair.
Yep.
So I'll activate that top card.
Yep, it's another charismatic villain. So I shuffle
so
and
it's a battle card, so I gain dual attack, 5k, and it already has double strike, so it's a 25k dual attack double striker right now. I'm gonna go ahead and uptick my Unison, draw. Swing, lead to lead.
No negates.
Alright. Untap 2, draw 1. 15.
We're just going to call it 20.
Sure. First swing, 25 at your leader.
No negates.
Go 30.
Okay. So explain where my head's at for this one. I have the combo power to easily get out of this right here. I could use all these and get out of it. But I'm kind of comfortable going to 2, given I have plenty of combo power in my hand. And I have another free negate right here. So I'm just going to opt to take this damage and go right down to 2.
Sounds good. Me seeing you go to 2, obviously, gotta go for game, man. 25k at lead.
Yeah, and we're going to say, with that free negate I literally just talked about. So Royal Supremacy is cool, because if you have 3 or more field cards, it's free. And I only have 2 here, but you got to remember that King Cold's Dynasty also counts as a field. So this gives me the 3 I need, and I just get a free negate. Unfortunately, all of your stuff has Barrier, so I can't go for game that way, but it is what it is.
Right. All right, let me think. I'll go ahead and swing Unison at leader for 15k.
No negates.
15 is fine.
And we're going to just call it 20.
Okay. I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to warp the other Saiyan Instincts, and I'm going to draw 2 more.
Okay.
There, I'm going to pass the turn.
So now even though I'm only at 2 lives, I'm very comfortable with where I'm at in the game. Let's see here, debating what I want to charge real fast. I guess we'll charge that. And the reason for that is quite simply, I've got outs to everything on his board. So, we're going to start by swinging Golden Frieza at his Unison.
Thinking for a second, what I have to do is I have this D-Magic in hand, and I got to debate if I want to take the life and restand 2 energy, or if I just want to take the damage and save that negate for a bigger swing. No negates.
25 double.
I'll take that.
I'm swinging at your unison.
I'm sorry. So unison goes to 3 markers.
Yep.
Oh.
I'm going to pay 1 for berry blue. Anything to berry blue?
Yeah, I'm gonna God Seal Berry Blue, actually.
I'll pay 1 to play her again. Because I badly need her. So that's his God Seal gone for the turn. And we're going to go fishing and find a new ruler. A new ruler sounds good. So berry blue is great because she's just card advantage on a stick.
Yeah, how's that? What does she do?
Well, in addition to being a searcher for fields in my unisons, I can pay a green energy, which I'm about to do, and play a field directly from my drop area. So I'm going to play an Unstoppable Invasion, which will make my leader a 25 double and draw me a card. Cards in your hand.
5.
5. Okay. I'm going to throw Unstoppable Invasion away. We're going to target Bobbity. And you have 5 cards on hand. We'll do card number 4 this time.
Okay. Good pick. Golden Avenger.
It's a good pick. So Bobbity will go to the drop.
Okay.
And because I killed Unstoppable Invasion, you'll lose a marker off your unison.
Okay.
So he has what, 3 left?
2 left.
2 left. Okay. Even better. See, one of the little advantages of this deck is how good it is at just removing unisons and keeping your opponent's board clear. I'm going to throw Golden Frieza. Don't mind that. That's my phone. Sorry. We're going to throw Golden Frieza at your unison again.
I'm going to go ahead and take a life. I'm going to dimension it.
Okay.
Untap 2.
Makes me work for it. That's okay. I'm going to throw my leader, who's 25 double, at your unison.
Okay. No negates.
25 double.
Okay. Unison dies.
Okay. I'm going to use my unison's ability to play... Oh, I guess I'm popular. A Terrified Realization. Terrified Realization will draw me a card when it gets played. Move that up to 5. Mirror Chim's at 20, right?
Correct.
Yeah, and see, I prefer Mirror Chim to just be gone. So I'm going to throw my unison at Mirror Chim.
Sure. No negates.
Sure. We're going to go... One thing that sucks here is I'm throwing all my super combos away. So 15, 25... Draw 1, draw 2, and let's just call it 30. Make him go to 35 to save this guy if he wants to.
Yeah, that's the choice, isn't it? I'm gonna go to 35 with a God Seal and a super combo.
Okay. So that keeps his hand relatively small, and I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve. I'm hoping I can get him to go in next turn after putting all that in and use Monkey to just clear away his Mirror Chim. But for now, we're going to pass the turn and see what happens.
Okay. Gonna untap. Draw. This turn, we're going to skip charge.
Okay.
Tap 1, Bobbity.
Another one? Sure. No response.
Okay.
One of the little annoyances here is how much all this stuff in this deck has barrier.
Right, yeah. Thinking. There's an interesting little sequence that I'm imagining here, because I can do a couple of things. This Broly is very versatile. I could either tap 2, play it, pop one of your cards, which is a solid move, or I could tap 1, take like a garlic back, and get 2 swings out of it. So that's where my head's at right now. I think I'm going to tap 2 and play this. Your Frieza does not have barrier, right?
He does not. And he has
Just
exactly
curious.
5. So away he will go.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to look at top 3. Let's see what I got here. So I got a Bobbity. I already got one. Don't really need that. Super Como. I don't know if I'm going in this turn. Probably just need to negate. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Steam Magic.
Sure.
Now, ordinarily, that's a hidden take. Normally, my opponent wouldn't be seeing the cards that I get, but I want to show you guys why I'm making that choice. So I'm going to go ahead and swing leader to leader.
No negates.
Okay, we'll untap 2, and draw 1, and I'll take 15k.
Okay. I'll make it simple and just go to 20. Throwing away another charismatic villain.
Okay. I'm going to activate Maricum. Probably should have done that first. But
Sure.
Maricum, top card.
One of the little advantages playing King Cole, I have a lot of extra cards in the deck. He hits an extra card. So he's just a 20k.
Wait. Okay. And just single, well, not single. It's double strike, but not dual attack. I'm going to go ahead and tap 1 and play Turla's Chaotic Agent of Destruction.
No response to that guy either.
Okay. Just for everybody here, he's barrier, and when he swings, top 5 for an Agent of Destruction, which I'm going to swing Turla's at leader.
For that one, for the low cost of free, I'm going to play a Royal Supremacy and negate the attack and kill Broly.
Okay. Broly dies, but I still get my auto, so I'm going to auto top 5. Take a garlic. Shuffle my deck. What little is left.
Yep.
And I'll tap 1 for Android 13. In another deck, in the actual Agent of Destruction leader, this would do something, but for all intents and purposes, is a target of another. So it's like a 15k vanilla right now.
Sure. No response.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and swing, I guess, 15k.
I'm going to say no negates.
15.
15, he says. I am going to combo with a cooler to go to 20.
Okay. I'm going to swing 20 double at leader.
I'm going to say no negates.
Just 20.
Just 20. I was kind of hoping he would go in on that a little bit more. I'm going to just use my leader ability to pop a new ruler to go to 25, and then I'll draw a card and discard a card when I do that.
Got it. Okay. With that, I'm going to pass 1 energy up, 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, basically got him where I want him. One thing that sucks about King Cold is against more like aggressive decks is it can be really hard to actually like stabilize and turn the corner on our opponents, which is kind of why I'm slow rolling the game a little bit here. We're going to start with our Unison uptick. Play a new ruler. Leader ability draws a card. And then top 3 for any green card. Hey, look, I finally found a Dormant Potential Unleashed. That's the other thing that's been tough, is I haven't had a single DPU all like the entire game. I've just been playing without it. Once again, we have to go on field patrol duty and keep the board clear. Let's start with Unison at Vegeta. Sorry, not Vegeta. Same hairdo. Android 13.
Oh, Android 13. Okay.
Yeah.
No negates to 13.
Just 15.
Alright, he dies.
Okay. I'm next going to pay 1 for Berry Blue. Anything to Berry Blue?
No negate. No count. Yeah, nothing to Berry Blue.
Okay. And she finds me a field. And it's a nice field at that. All right. I'm going to pay 3 for another Golden Frieza. I imagine at this point he probably doesn't have a good way to remove that Golden Frieza. He's already used a few Brolys. I'm hoping I can just kind of keep things steady that way. Frieza will swing at Milkman.
Don't like that. I'm going to go ahead and Dimension Magic.
Okay.
Untap. Negate.
I'm going to kill a new ruler. We will KO Bobbity and pitch the last card from your hand.
Sure.
Yep. And we'll swing at Milkman again.
Negates.
Just 25 double.
Alright, he dies.
Yep. And then finally we're going to throw Cold at Turles and kill him.
No negates.
Yeah, just 15.
Alright. Dies.
Yep. And now, with that, I'm pretty safe and confident that he can't get to me, so I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay.
I still have a healthy
Untap.
7-card hand, a couple combat tricks, a charismatic villain, and he's pretty much out of gas. So now I can start poking at him and basically run him down. Even though he's got 6 or 7 lives, he's just going to take a lot of hits this next turn. I'm going to wrap back around to me.
It's not going to be pretty. So I'm going to try to do what I can here. I'm going to tap 1, play Turles. Anything to Turles coming in?
I do not have an answer for Turles.
Okay. Swing Turles at leader.
No negates.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to tap 2 for Turles. My mistake. But I do have the 2. So 5. Take a garlic. And we'll call it 15.
And we'll just call it 20.
Okay. Swing lead elite.
We're going to negate that for free. I'm going to negate this attack in particular because if he happens to find a further destruction Champa, I don't want him in a position where I have to try to get out of that swing because I don't have a lot of combo power in my hand. As you can see, I'm basically down to some field cards.
Makes sense. Just 15.
Supremacy is a negate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Thinking. All right, I'm gonna pass.
Okay, so he's got 2 cards in hand, 6 lives, 7 lives,
6 lives.
6 lives. All right. So normally I don't need this much energy, but I have plenty of these in hand and I might end up using it this turn. So we're going to go and charge an extra anticipated onslaught. And we're going to get the show rolling with Golden Frieza swinging at your leader.
I like that. Tap 2. Garlic. Anything to garlic?
I do not have an answer for garlic.
Okay, so garlic's effect again. As I search for a 2-drop or less agent of destruction, I'm going to go ahead and pull out Android 13 and play him.
Yeah,
anything to the Android 13?
Nothing to Android 13. Garlic is a good find off the top of the deck, for sure. I am going to use his ability. We're going to kill Anticipated Onslaught. And I guess we'll target Turles in the card in your hand.
Okay.
All right. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. I'm going to pay 1 for Anticipated Onslaught. That draws me a card for my leader. Onslaught draws me a card. And then it plays a 2-drop or less from my hand. And we're going to play this new card, Frieza Revived and Reviled. What's important is that it's a 20k dual attack. So it's good for just kind of like inching out damage. And we're going to start with another Golden Frieza at you.
No negates.
No negates. 25 double.
I'll take that.
Okay. We're going to go Frieza Revived and Reviled at your leader.
Dual attacker, right?
Yeah, he's a dual attacker.
No negates.
20.
Take.
So you're at 3 now?
Correct.
Okay. We're going to use Berry Blue's ability. And pay 1. Then we're going to play out a new ruler from the drop. And a new ruler is going to check top 3. And give me a Berry Blue. And put 2 more copies of a new ruler on the bottom of the deck. And then we're going to pay 1 for an Unstoppable Invasion, which makes my leader a 25 double. We're actually going to swing my Unison at your leader.
No negates.
And you see, that's the magic words, because our Unison has an activate battle to go -3 and gain triple strike and 5k for every field that we control. So, just like that, he's baseline at a 40k triple strike. And we're going to move it up to 60 triple, which is probably going to be too much for him to get out of.
You would be correct. And if you weren't a fool like me, you probably would have tapped 2 for Heroic Prospect. However,
it would have been 3 for Prospect. You don't have a Unison.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. But what I have the combo power is 15k and 10k, bringing the total to 40. If I combo, it's 45, and then 55 if I combo off the field. So that's game.
Yeah, good game. I didn't have a whole lot left. That game was tough for me because I never found a DPU. They decided to hide out in the deck. I guess I had 1 more in life too, but still, despite that, Cold's a good deck. It turns the corner really hard once you actually are able to kind of stabilize. You just kind of play a lot of fields and wipe your opponent's board, and that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed this one-on-one match with the commentary and a bit of insight into what we're playing with and thinking. Make sure to like and follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, guys, thanks for entering the chamber, and we're going to catch you in the next one. Tim, any closing thoughts?
Not other than, with Soul Striker, it's always tough to play that balance between do I go in, am I the aggressor, do I pull back, and really riding that line is tough against the super hard control deck. Like you said, turn the corner really hard with all those double strikers, and you threw your Unison in for triple strike. Like it gets to be a lot. So you did it. So good job playing to your strengths, your card advantage, and I'm excited for our next battle in the chamber. So see you guys next time.
Sounds good. See you around, guys.